And one of the guys in the group said he was from Roller 60s. I said I was from East Coast. Another guy said he was from Compton. Another guy said he was from Venice Shoreline. Maybe it was a Hoover in there. So when I see that Diamond, when he heard the guy say he was from 60s, it looked like a certain flash flashed in his eyes and was like, so they put us in the day room. And while we was in the day room, big man, big man, big man, trying to take, is it all right? No, I'm just saying, I'm trying to do a video. And when he said that, he looked at us kind of weird, and he walked down to the Sally Port, and they put us in a day room. Then, while in the day room, I see Diamond go down and tear, and everybody was like, "Hey, cuz, who just came in?" But I didn't know what Diamond was doing. And when you first come to 4000, everybody want to know, is you reputable? Is you are a known member of that gang? So Diamond went down to some 60s, and he asked them dudes, he asked one of the guys, he asked the guy in our cell, in the cell, he said, "What set you from, homeboy?" He said, "I'm from 60s. He said, "Okay." So he said, "What's your name?" He said, "My name is such and such." Diamond went down a tier, and he asked him 60s. He said, "Man, you know this guy named such and such?" And I guess the guys told him, "Nah, man, we don't know him." So when Diamond went down further, did a little bit more investigation. This was the first time I had seen Diamond, but I had heard about him. He was an A-Trade gangster, but he was beloved by all the by a lot of the Crips. He was beloved by the East Coast, and East Coasters and A-Trades. We never really beef with the A-Trades because we ride with the 60s, but at the same time, A-Trades was cool with us, and everybody loved the Diamond. So when A-Trades would get into some verbal stuff with the 60s, we was like, just sit back. We wouldn't really get into that because that beef was going on before we collaborated with the 60s. So when Diamond went down and did a little bit more investigation, he found out that I guess they didn't know the guys, the guy that was in the cell with us. So when Diamond come back and he say, "Man, the homies don't know you." So he say, "Yeah, man, I'm from 60. My name is such and such." One dude yelled out, "I don't know you." So Diamond told us to attack him. So I'm like, the same guy we came in with, we have to attack him because a guy that come in the 4800, man, I don't know why guys come in there that they say from the hood, but a lot of them left the hood. And that was a big thing in 4800. Man, you left the hood a long time ago, and a lot of guys don't know you. And you would still come in there and risk your life saying you from these hoods, and you might have left when you was 7, 8, 9, and then, in gang and street life, things rotate, and people don't know you. So when dudes would come in there, they would come in there and they know that they haven't been in the hood, or they've been kind of like missing. Then they would come in there claiming the sets. A lot of times they got accepted. A lot of times they didn't get accepted. A lot of times they got beat up. A lot of times they got ran up out of there. Some of the guys got ran out there more than once. So we had to kind of like attack the guy because he didn't nobody really know him. But and then and again, at the end of the day, man, by me being from East Coast and things like that, I kind of like just kind of like backed up a little bit, but the other guys, they kind of like jumped on him, boom, boom, boom. Then the police seen the guys doing, they kind of like ran out. He ran out the cell, and I never seen this guy again. And that was the first time I seen Diamond, and a lot of people, this big Diamond, and a lot of people really didn't see Diamond on knowing because he came in 4800 when he was young, and I think he had caught a big case, and a lot of people they sent him to the penitentiary, and I never seen Diamond again. But years later, I heard that his daughter had kids, and a lot of guys was trying to go mess with his daughter. But Diamond is a real legend from A-Trade Gangster, and I also knew that I know Monster, Cody, but I know Little Monster. I didn't really have a chance to be around Big Monster, but I knew Monster, Little Monster from him being in 4800. Then I also seen Little Monster on TV doing tours and stuff. And I also knew Big Stag. Big Stag was a friend of mine. He was from A-Trade. And I also know a guy that I met in the feds. His name is YA and Young Ant. And Young Ant, man, he's a young A-Trade gangster. I had an opportunity of meeting him, and you know, and he always had a lot of respect for me, and I always had a lot of respect for him. And I met that guy, and I met a guy named I think his name was G Down. I knew G Down from Lompoc. I knew G Down from Atwater, and I know he's from A-Trade Gangster. And I know G-Rod. G-Rod is A-Trade Gangster too that I know real good. I think he's a friend of mine. And I know a few A-Trade Gangsters, but I know that the ones that I know, they always had love for me. And those A-Trade Gangsters, man, they're kind of special because they had to go up against, you know, guys that really kind of like control that West Side and A-Trade Gangsters, man. I remember they didn't expand it pretty much, but A-Trade Gangsters always been cool with me.